Today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in mini motorways. This one is set in Zurich. I assume that immediately caps the height that we can go to here. Alright, so this is the week of the 28th of November. We start with 150 road tiles, no further offered. We start with 4 bridges. Bridges require double the amount of road tiles. So they're already going to be a little bit of a pain. Let's see how we go, being nice and conservative here. So all these European levels that are in the middle of the mini motorways list that I think are the trickiest levels, like this and Zurich. Speaking of tricky, I'm going to get these two across. I suppose what we can do is just have these guys flip underneath there. Be a little, I could use probably a couple less if I flick around that side of yellow, but I'm gonna need a tunnel. Seems like a waste of a tunnel to do that now. We may as well do some blocking. Ugh. What is that position there for the house? Goodness. Those are trying to make me not use road tiles. Do that, and then just connect to this guy. Yeah, I suppose I can also connect to that guy. Come down this way, but a lot to like about this early position. I mean, we can get this pink house connected in here, but it's going to mean we have to double the amount of road that we're using in order to get over there. It's an expensive bridge. Luckily, it's a very short bridge. We would like some more blue houses this way. We are very snug at the moment here. These two guys were already awkwardly connected there. It's a really annoying get there. I suppose we can just do that. What we could do, let's get rid of all of that. Then what we'll do is we'll take these three guys and turn them around. Then take this guy, cut him up that way. That way we've got all our yellow houses in place. Our blues aren't really doing too much longer than they already were. Just means that that pink house there is well and truly stranded at this point. Oh, come on. Alright, so... well... we can... tuck these guys underneath, and what we can do is we can just get those guys to share a road. If I can get a roundabout in here, that would be great. Make them motorway. Very long bridge there. Well, every time we sort of get yellow looking okay, someone else comes and claims the good houses for him. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'm very happy with how close these two yellow guys are to their houses. It's just making it tricky for this poor guy that is so locked. Yellow houses here would be really nice. Could readjust this and have green sort of like shift down the side. Alright, well that's gonna... I mean, potentially there's actually a shorter route for these guys to cut straight across here to go help him out. So let's do that. We'll leave these three guys separated at the moment. They can be our backup for this guy if he starts to freak out. Go the tunnel. Alright, so again, let's those guys off him. Guys are so heavily packed over here. Now we've got that bridge gone, we can run these guys down here. Main concern being that this guy doesn't have enough help at the moment. What we could do is cut path through here so that these guys can get over and help him. We just don't want the guys from here traveling all the way over. Equal parts good and bad, having you guys sharing a road. Hopefully, I think you can see that these houses are closer to this guy and these houses are closer to that guy, which means that whenever there's a task, these guys will go help him, these guys will go help him, and it's only in emergencies that they'll actually cross threshold. Alright, so we want the roundabout. The two spots that we could have used a roundabout are now no longer accessible. I don't know if I just use a motorway. Alright. Oh no, I can't pull him off because this guy still needs someone to help him out. Now got green. Alright, let's get rid of green's connection there. We'll send yellow up that way. I think we turn green around all face into that point, and we send them to a roundabout located here. And let's get these guys over, and at the same time, what we need to do is disconnect this guy and then get him to cut through the mountain. Just looking at this bridge. Wait, would I save a square if I went up 1, 2 down? Okay, so let's use this guy and this guy to help him out. We'll get rid of that and then cut those guys down into here. Motorway wouldn't be bad for knocking out those that section, especially because that's going to be double points for that bridge. Great. Now the question is, do we want to use it just yet? Another big problem that we currently have is that pink is getting isolated out on the wrong side of roads. But what we can do is that by getting rid of yellow, we can sort of get a few more of those. Actually, let's get rid of that for a second while we allow this house to connect to it. so then we can that there. Got another house back here, but you can see a lot of guys aren't leaving home at the moment from this, so we're doing quite good. Now, another thing to point out, though, is how close these two houses are to that guy right there. So that's a pretty compelling argument to hand these guys off to him. Alright, so again we're going to have to use a bridge. A long road to get up over there. Just thinking about the setup that we've got for green. If we took these two houses and gave them to him, it would mean that the entirety of these houses are then looking after these two. Oh boy. Now we're going to start running out of tiles. Alright, well we've got a pink house just there, so if he gets one house company, we can at least get rid of that really long road. And I guess what we can do is just run through this, get these guys to go help him out. Because this shouldn't be too busy a road for pink, because it's only got the one house using it. Now that guy's gone circular, so this guy needs a bit more attention, but I think we've got heaps of that attention from that other side, so we can get rid of all of that. Yellow back his road tile. And we can straighten this up a bit. That guy's gone circular, so not great to have him having to share with someone else. I'll put this roundabout just somewhere that's going to fit, which is going to be here. Because this guy might need a motorway at some point, so we'll connect into that. This guy won't be able to connect straight down to that unless I remove that motorway. Let's just give him a weird little hook. Get in. That's not bad for getting to this guy, except there's no direct route for him. Like a motorway, we could hop them straight over, but and again, it would be great to have these two separated out because one of them is circular. Alright, so he shouldn't be too bad to manage. You can see this guy isn't really coping too well. Problem is there's no really way to... like, I don't really want to cut across this road in any capacity because... alright, great. Because... there's, these guys are looking after two different destinations as well, which is their own sort of problems. Now, where's the best spot? I'd say... this guy actually is the best spot for them to all converge to, because they are the sort of the closer end for him. And that should mean that this little spider mess can go and look after him exclusively. These very two close houses that are very tempting to get to connect to it. I suppose what we could do is we could cut that, turn these two guys around, run this up that way, have them connect like that. And no, we don't get rid of that, sorry, but I can't put it back there. until it comes back. Because it's not going exclusively to these guys. I need these guys to support what we've got going on down the bottom here. There we go, there's our roundabout. Alright, so now what we've got to do is get someone all the way down here. I can't just steal this motorway. Go solve that. What I can do is steal this motorway. And then put this guy through the mountain. Better hurry too, because this guy's starting to freak out. Oh, they've got double duties. So they're not even really that much at home to address this problem. So this is exactly why I say you don't want to have two different guys being looked after by the same one. You also just need these yellow guys to get home, because they're killing me. Come on. Anyone. Don't stop at the intersection, just turn straight on through it. There we go. Now we're getting a hearty serve of guys coming down to help out. Go to the bridge, just because I don't think I've got that much room for roundabouts. Okay, so 4 houses here. No way is that going to be enough for these guys to look after two separate houses. We've got more houses down here. 2 more houses in this section, and I could just cut these guys through the mountain, and they could go look after him. I need someone else to cut through the mountain up here, but I also only have 5 road tiles. So we are not in a good way. It's getting the weirdest speckling of dark blue houses as well. That all good. I was just thinking to myself, I really need an awkward spot to get a new green location. So I mean, at this point now, I don't even need this motorway, because I do, because I can't even connect them to it. I've got excess bridges. Let's think, how can I get... Basically, I need to use this motorway somewhere else. Allow me enough tiles to get these guys just to connect to here. Some sort of indication. Let's get rid of those 2 for a second. We need green to be supported. There we go, there's someone on green. That. 2 road tiles, there's 1, there's 2. 1, 2, 1 more. Just give me 3 road tiles, there's 1. Okay, so all of these guys are now on here, and also where I commented before that I don't really need a roundabout, here is a perfect need for a roundabout. There's a 3rd house to help with this guy, so let's get rid of this roundabout. Someone to connect to something up here though. Cut that guy 1, and let's cut that guy 2. That little bit. Then need it. This guy. Oh, good. Alright. So these 2 guys. There's 3 guys here that currently aren't being used for anything. But basically I need this sort of in here. Get these guys to all connect, but they're not really going to connect in any way that's going to be viable anyway. So let's get rid of that, turn this guy, kill that, put this motorway here, let those guys just jump to him via a motorway. That'll give us back some road and a bit more because it's going to be the double. Four guys looking after him isn't looking great, but they're looking better than this guy is. Got 3 houses here. That's as close as we can get him to this guy. We can't get any lower than that, so we would still need a bunch of road tiles to access him. And we do still have 1 motorway, I believe. No motorways. So we've got 10 road tiles though, so we can get those 2 guys connected there. Connect this. Oh, that's where my other motorway went, that's right. No. Put this here. There. Get rid of that connection. That. Them there. Them there. That. And then bounce these guys face up. Them to that bounce to there. Alright. Next move. Get rid of all of that. All of that. Turn him around. Turn these guys around. And get him there. Jump them to there. Won't even worry about the roundabout for him. Now, currently, nobody pink is doing anything here. Why are they not moving through? Try. We do that, because we now got a few extra road tiles. And that, put that in there, and then do that. Compel them to make a move. What we want to then do here, without, because we now got 23 tiles, we actually did a pretty good job of gaining. Do that. Could be too many entrances into this intersection, but alright, new plan 2. Oh no, I was going to say, let's just cut them straight across here. Got the road tiles available to do it. This guy here is also starting to buckle. He's only 2 houses, which seems fair that he's too happy. This guy's got heaps of help left, so let's just connect the 2 of them. They can get down here and try and help out. He's recovered. This is 2 circular destinations though that we've got both needing needing help here. And the other thing is that this is connected to that, so guys from here are actually going to bounce all the way through this network, which is bad news. Real bad news. What do we want to do here? What we could do... that road there has nothing to do with these guys. Basically, because we're at the mercy at this point of just whichever house these cars choose to go to. Like, it's not just a steady stream of houses all going to the same one. They could all pick to go to a different one, and that just causes the gridlock. I mean, this is way too much of a mess anyway, but there we go. Did we get to 2,000? No? Close. Alright, let's see how that puts us up on the ratings. Top 10%. 151. Not too bad. Anyway, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later.